He is certainly our most outgoing child. Very, very social. He just loves to be involved with things. He loves to be right in the thick of it. He hasn't skipped a beat at all. There's no physical limitation that dampens his spirit to any degree.
I've never seen someone just not smile when he starts talking to them, because he is just so outgoing and so joyful. A lot of that is because he's gotten to a place of health and wellness, and we're able to have a routine that works for him, that helps him to be functional on a day-to-day basis at school, at home, whether it's at Cub Scouts or with family. Got into a good rhythm, and again, that's many thanks to Mary Bridge. Christopher was born March 9th of 2014 in Silistra, Bulgaria, to a teen mom who knew that he would have medical concerns and was unable to care for him. Christopher had meningomyelocele, which is the most severe type of spina bifida, which is his spinal cord was essentially protruding from his back, and his backbone did not develop the way that it should have. We were already seeing Dr. Koblenz with our biological son who had medical complexities, and we knew with certainty that she would get us to the people that we needed to see, and that she would take the time with us, and she did. She basically ran through her lunch and spent every minute of her lunch with us and Chris, and made sure we got the referrals that we needed for the initial evaluation, because he basically was starting almost from square one. There is just something about Dr. Gandhi that is calming. He is steadfast. He explains the procedures, the conditions on a level to each person. So he might speak to me in a way so I can understand, and then relays that to Chris in a way that he can understand. He is never in an alarmed tone, so Christopher feels at ease. And he's going to be seeing him until he's an adult and ages out, just because of his condition.
When I saw Christopher and I looked at the information, I knew that we could help him a lot. So he's had a couple problems, some that required surgery. So we had a couple of operations that were able to help him to normalize some of his anatomy. Part of our mission on all this are to protect his kidneys so that he has good kidney function the rest of his life.
This is his daily life. How can we keep him comfortable and safe,
independent,
with his bladder function during this time? And Dr. Gandhi is integral with that, and Chris just loves to go see him.
A lot of these kids end up being wheelchair bound, but it doesn't preclude them from having productive lives. If we can successfully keep him dry, that opens up the world to him to being a successful, productive person later in life.
When Christopher first came at 2, he didn't have access to any kind of wheelchair or anything like that. And that was kind of, I think, a top priority. We were working with Meredith to get him into a wheelchair. So we kind of loaned one or borrowed one from the CTU while we were working with insurance. And we actually initially were denied a wheelchair, even though he has complete paralysis from the waist down, because as the insurance company said, it wasn't medically necessary. So not only was CTU providing us those resources, but I know for a fact that Meredith was going to bat for us with the insurance company, which I'm sure is at some level outside the scope of our work.
One of the things that a lot of the kids that come to see me need is durable medical equipment. So they need wheelchairs, they need positioning devices, they need equipment to be able to be more independent in the bathroom. I just don't stop trying. So whether it's advocating on their behalf directly, or whether it's educating the parents on the words to say or the things to do or the ways to go about kind of trying to find either the funds or the resources outside of insurance, I just try to make sure that they have as much information as possible so that they can be the ones advocating on their son's behalf. Christopher is great today. He is a thriving young man. He enjoys all the things that 8-year-old boys enjoy. He gets around and about. He's got a personality that is fantastic, and it gets to shine through with who he is, and he gets to just be an awesome kid.
It's been fun to watch him over the last couple of years, how his humor's developed. You could tell he's just matured a lot, and he's great with the other kids. He likes to laugh, he likes to joke. That's a sign of intelligence, I think, so it's fun to watch.
His just joy is infectious. He finds the good in everything and everyone. He takes an interest in other people.
He divvies out the compliments like nobody else.
Yeah. And he's not defined by the things he can't do. He's just positive all the time, and he enjoys life so much despite the things that he's been through. Yeah, we couldn't love him more.
The donors help by letting me not have to worry about funding things. I can just create and innovate, and I don't have to worry about all of that back parts because it's so essential. The donors' help is just so crucial to allowing us to do what we do.